For years, the Gulf Cartel has been unraveling into pieces. The fracture did not stay at the level of threats. It has led to internal clashes that are increasingly frequent and increasingly violent. In that dispute, Los Metros and the Scorpions group are not only fighting over territory, they are also competing for routes into the United States, extortion payments, rackets, and control over entire communities, both in rural areas and in urban zones. That background became visible again on February 2nd, when at 1:37 p.m., a shootout was recorded in the rural border area of Tamaulipas. What broke the silence was not a statement, nor a police report, nor an official bulletin. It was images that began circulating on social media. In the footage, a confrontation can be seen in broad daylight, out in the open, with no patrol cars, no sirens, and no visible authorities at the scene. What dominates the frame are the bursts of gunfire, the shouts, and the dust that rises with every shot. The recordings point to a direct clash between two factions of the same criminal group. On one side are members of the Scorpions group. On the other, armed men linked to Los Metros. What used to be a single structure now moves as two opposing sides, hunting each other without truce. The place where it happens is not a minor detail. It is a rural border strip, strategic for its proximity to the United States and for concentrating routes that feed drug trafficking, lookout networks, and territorial control. In that kind of area, war often erupts far from the institutional spotlight, but not far from the phones that record it. In the video, a sustained exchange with long guns is visible. It does not look like a brief attack or an isolated ambush. It reads as a fight between groups with organization, firepower, and room to maneuver. The choice of a rural environment also reduces the chance of an immediate response and makes it easier for the gunmen to pull back before any security forces arrive. That is why, so far, there are no confirmed figures for dead or wounded, nor are there reports of statements from the government of Tamaulipas or publicly acknowledged operations in response to the confrontation. The fact that the material was shared is also part of the dynamic. Recording and posting these scenes works as a show of force. It serves to intimidate, spread fear, and mark territory without the need for written messages. Although the clash took place far from urban areas, the risk remains. When these disputes move into cities, the pattern tends to repeat itself. Widespread terror, indiscriminate shootouts, roadblocks, and arson. And what happened between Scorpions and Los Metros underscores the same reality once again. The internal war within the Gulf Cartel is still active. Territorial control in Tamaulipas is deteriorating, and armed violence continues to be a central tool of domination that keeps the border on edge.